Hey guys, Rob Skiba here for another special edition of Quest4Truth. What I'm going to play for you here today is a few minutes from the last part of an interview I did on my radio show, the Revolutionary Radio Project, on June 1st, 2016. My guest was John Pounders from Now You See TV. In this segment, we talk briefly about the history of Quest4Truth, and then we fill you guys in on what's coming up in the very near future. So here we go. Check it out. The show really got started because of a debate that we were sort of shoved into, Doug and I, at a conference in Branson, Missouri in 2012. It was a sort of a roundtable discussion with, it was L.A. Marzulli, Doug Hamp, myself, and Derek Gilbert was facilitating. And we had 2 hours. It was Derek Gilbert's radio show. He was doing it in front of a live audience at this conference. And we were just mostly fielding questions from the audience, and L.A. Marzulli could only stay for the first half of it. And as we went to the break after the first hour, Derek pulled kind of a fast one on us. He says, okay, well, when we come back from the break, there's this question of if the Nephilim were destroyed in the flood, how did they come back after the flood? We'll deal with that after the break. And L.A. Marzulli was like, oh, man. He totally wanted desperately to engage in that discussion, I think, but he had to go. And so Doug and I were, basically put on the spot to have a little debate right there. And, we kept it civil and everything, and it was good. But then after it was over, I want to say several weeks later, he contacted me and said, hey, Rob, I really enjoyed debating with you. And, because we could keep it civil and because we're brothers. I mean, we believe in the core essential of our faith, that there's one way to the Father, and that is through Yeshua, also known as Jesus Christ. He's the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through him. And it is a free gift by grace through faith, not of works. We agree on that. But there's so many other subjects in the Bible that Christians disagree on. And some of them Doug and I disagree on. And so we thought, why not have a show based on the fact that we don't agree on everything, and let's come and reason together and talk it out. And we did that from 2013 through 2014, and then we both kind of went, not so much our separate ways, but life got in the way, and we got busy for 2015, and here we are in the first quarter of 2016, and we're like, everybody's been hounding us. When are you guys going to do episode 29? When are you guys going to start back up again? Well, we've changed a lot. In fact, we changed each other in the course of the show in the 28 episodes. You could see kind of a progression where he influenced me on some things and I influenced him. But also in the course of the last year and several months, different things have happened that may have changed our views. So we figured, let's go back to the beginning. We'll give a little bit about our origins, but we want to make it more interactive. And this is where Now You See TV comes in, because what we're going to do, for those of you who are interested, go ahead and watch episode 1. You can see that at quest4truth.net, and that's the number 4, quest4truth.net. Watch episode 1 if you haven't already, or you can watch the video I just recently put up that includes episode 1. And the reason why we want you all to watch it is so that we can have something to talk about coming this Friday. What's going to happen this Friday, John?
Well, I'm excited, man, and I really am thankful that you guys are joining up with us to do this, because I'm going to I have some questions definitely, and so is John on the show, and the fact that you and Doug don't agree on everything is going to be awesome, because I want to see some of these debates, and I know Doug is really nervous about the whole flat Earth thing, because he knows it's going to come up, because it's about the audience and what they want to hear. So it's going to be really cool. And I'm this Friday we're going to go through and I think, like you said, people need to watch the video that you recently did, but you can go to nowuctv.org and you'll be able to chat. There's a chat room where you can chat it up and ask questions. And if you have Hangouts, we'll open it up to a time where people can actually just call in and ask some questions, do some stuff like that, to where it's more interactive. And because like you said, you guys have changed views over the last few years, and anybody that's seeking truth and that that learns new things are going to have a view change on certain aspects. And so this Friday we're going to be going through and just kind of introducing everything and just kind of going over episode 1 and just talking it out and making it as fun as possible for us and for people that are going to be there listening. And we'll do some giveaways, do some cool stuff like that, just to get people out, be able to have some of this stuff that's going on. It's just going to be fun, a really good time. And I'm really thankful and excited about it, man. And just the fact that we're going to be able to go through and because people are excited about this, and this is something that you guys did years ago. Now, the audience is going to be tuned in to you and Doug. I mean, I know a lot of the people that'll be there know exactly who you are, know who Doug is, and it's just going to be really, really, really insightful. And I couldn't be more excited about it. I think this is going to be an amazing thing. And then we talked about at some point doing a webinar and bringing people on and doing stuff like that. So this is going to be amazing. So we're doing it at 11 Eastern, 10 Central. Am I right about that? That's the time.
Yeah, we were a little bit confused about that at first, and I have to say it's my fault because I put out a video yesterday saying, "Okay, you guys tune in. It's going to be this Friday at 10 p.m. Central." And John was like, "I think it's at 11," and was saying, "Yeah, it's 11." But when I went back and looked at what Doug had said, he said it's 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I was saying 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we were both right. So it's 11 Eastern, 10 Central, 9 Mountain, and 8 Pacific. So and this is good. What we've always wanted it to be more interactive than it was, but we just didn't really have a way to do it. And now with you and John sort of co-hosting with us, that's going to make it a lot easier, because as we go into after we finish all of it, we'll get 28 episodes of commentary with you, the audience, interacting with us. I mean, the videos that we did, they have a lot of comments and even questions in the YouTube comments section, but we're just so busy. We lose track of it. We don't get a chance to look at it. We don't get a chance to address it. So we figured, hey, you guys do your homework, watch the episode, and then through your format, you guys can kind of moderate the chat room and stuff and say, hey, so-and-so has a question, Rob or Doug. Then we can actually interact with both you and John, but also through you and John, we can interact more with the audience. And after doing 28 episodes of commentary on our old stuff, getting our new audience up to speed, because actually when Doug and I first started it, we probably both maybe had about 5,000 subscribers maybe on YouTube. Now I've got a lot more than that, and Doug's got quite a bit more also. So we both have accumulated a new audience, some of which may have never seen this stuff. And of course, the people listening here on Truth Frequency Radio may have never heard of it. And of course, your audience also may have never heard of it. So we're hoping that we will accumulate a much bigger audience, and but making it interactive so that the audience feels like they're a part of it too. So we are really excited about it.
Yeah, it'll be fun. There's no doubt about that. And just the idea of making it interactive like that is going to be fun for the audience. I know that people love to be a part of something. And if you do miss the show and you can't make it to it, you'll be uploading it on your channel. Doug will be uploading it on his channel. It'll be on the AUC TV archived for people to see. So there's no reason for you not to be able to see it. You definitely try to join us live as much as possible, because one thing that I think is, to me, is the most fun. I know when I used to listen to programs, I love listening to stuff live so I can ask questions, or so I can, talk in a chat room and do stuff like that. And me and John will be in the chat room, talking, and I'm sure that at some point you and Doug may be, if you guys get around to it. It's hard to moderate a chat and talk at the same time, but we'll definitely be in there doing that, and it'll be a fun time. We'll be relaying the questions, and super exciting, man. And I'm just looking forward to what comes after as well, doing the new shows and stuff like that.
Yeah. After we go through the old episodes, we will then start season 2. We're considering the first 28 episodes, and we were talking about TV before. A typical TV series might have 20, 24 episodes for a season or something. So since we had 28 episodes already in the can, we said, okay, you know what? That's season 1. We'll do a season 1 commentary. That'll get everybody used to the interactive format. So when we go into season 2, Quest for Truth Reloaded, we'll pick up where we left off at Revelation chapter 9, verse 1. Everybody will be used to the new format. We'll carry that forward through Now You See TV. And there is talk right now. We haven't got all the details figured out, but we're planning on doing a virtual conference.
That's going to be awesome. I hope that I'm sure we'll get it accomplished at some point in time. I know we're going to try to have some of the best people to be a part of this that are around. I mean, I think that there's not going to be a better webinar conference put together. I mean, it's one thing to have a conference in a specific location that people can come to, but to actually have an interactive webinar conference where everybody can be a part of it. And you guys, we're talking about doing, you guys are talking about every one of the speakers giving away digital,
digital products.
Digital things. So it's not like you're kind of paying for the conference, but you're more than anything, you're paying for a product and getting the conference for free. It's going to be outstanding. I can't believe some of the stuff you guys are talking about on this is just going to be so cool.
Yeah, we're excited about it. For those of you who may remember, Doug and I did our first virtual conference back in, I believe it was November of 2014. There was like 8 speakers, including Doug and I, and we're planning something along the same lines, probably a little more different subject matter, looking at end times through perhaps more of a Torah perspective, but real excited about that. And you mentioned earlier that people that want to tune in this Friday, they can go to nowuctv.org.
Yeah, you can go to nowuctv.org or .com. They both lead to the same place, but on the main page there, I'll have a link to where you can get on the show, and then there's also there'll be a show page to where you can go and there'll be a chat room there so that you can interact with and all that stuff. So yeah, nowuctv.org, and that's NOWYOUSEETV, just exactly how it sounds. .org or .com, either one will take you to that spot. But on the nights that we have live shows on Fridays, I will have a link on the main homepage that will take you right to the show. That way you don't have to go searching through the website, because I got a lot of pages on there from past shows and future shows that are coming up. So it might be hard to find it any other route. But if you go there, or you can go on Facebook to facebook.com/nowuctv, and you can find us on there. So we'll be posting it on there, and I'm sure Rob will be posting on his page every time we have a live show, and Doug will be posting on his. So it'll be cool. Like I said before, just go on to nowuctv.org. You can also, like, if you go to the contact us section, or you can subscribe to our newsletter, and we send out emails before every live show, so you can remember, have a reminder about it, and that helps out a lot. I know with me, like if I it's easy to forget certain things, but you'll get used to every Friday night. I know this will be something that everybody is going to be looking forward to and enjoying. I know once you get in the mode of it, it'll be hard to forget. So just anyway, you'll be able to find it one way or another. Just definitely, if I were you, I'd sign up for a newsletter. That way you can get a reminder, at least for the first few shows. That takes a while to form a habit. So yeah. We'll get it for you, reminders until the habit's formed. So,
well, that makes it so much easier for us too, having it. Right on the homepage. So you're just going to go to nowuctv.com or .org, and it'll be right there. Boom, right on the landing page, and then you're going to create an archive section also for as we continue going along.
Yeah. What it'll be is when you go to the show page on the channel, it has like all the tabs for all the entire archives, where you can go to each one and watch them and click through them, and it'll be pretty easy to figure out once you find that page. So,
okay, very cool. And like you said, we're all going to be posting it on our individual YouTube channels. So I'll be posting them on my YouTube channel. Doug will be posting on his, and of course, we're also going to be putting all this stuff on Quest4Truth.net, and that's again with the number 4, Quest number 4. Truth.net. So there'll be plenty of places for you to find this stuff. Hopefully, that'll be easy for you. And through Now You See TV, we hope to make it easy for you to join us every Friday night, and at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Pacific. So it's a pretty good time slot, I think, for a lot of our audience anyway. They're used to watching or listening to late night stuff, and of course we'll be doing it at Shabbat. So this is a good excuse for me to stop working, at about sundown, and then prepare for interacting with everybody. But we're excited about it. I know you guys are excited about it. We thank you so much for partnering with us. It's just going to make everything so much better, I think.